Well and well met, weary travellers, and welcome back to the fireside because it's time for another chapter of the Polyhedron Collider Plays D&D. Tonight we have the Masters of Fate, and they are Andy Lewis as Arrakis the Sorcerer, Sid Gill as Cockwind the Rogue, Derek Neal as Imnek the Warlock, Adam Moran as Sylfina the Druid, and last but certainly not least, our benevolent DM Steve. Don't look so evil, Steve. We'll give the game
sorry,
away.
benevolent. Sorry, yes.
I swear you've got the wrong 3 letters at the start of that title for him.
Yes, malevolent would definitely fit better, wouldn't it? Anyway, Steve, if you'd like to step once again into the torchlight and resume our story, I'm sure the guys are anxious to once again continue.
So, in the last session, after stealing a rod off Valish Gant, you were woken up to the sound of a horn and the town in turmoil. You went to investigate and discovered that the town was making way to the most of the town guards and such like were making their way to the city gates and the walls because of the sightings of frost giants outside the city gates. On the way, you got waylaid by Slim and his gang of Wreckship Refner thugs, which you disposed of. Only for you guys to get to the gates and find that the sheriff and his deputy were discussing with the giants, who insisted that the giants were insisting that the town hand over Sirek of Sazale. Or sorry, instead they were insisting they hand over Artus Simba, and it ended up that Sirek of Sazale was his son. You started a bit of a fight with the giants and decided that this was a very poor idea, so decided to hand over Sirek and let the giants go on their way.
Technically, he volunteered.
You as players decided that he was going to do that.
There may have been a fiendish undertone there.
Then returned to town. You were visited by Valish Gant, who offered to basically pay you to escort into Luskan, and you all refused and basically laughed in his face. And then the following day, there was a meeting of 10 towns, the speakers of 10 towns discuss basic events, where you found out that Valish Gant had disappeared. And the towns had decided that it was time to take action against Hedron, the Ice Witch, and they're about to launch a expedition to the Sea of Moving Ice to try and get rid of her once and for all, and asked if you would be willing to come along, to which you said yes.
We would. Let's do it. Right, onwards.
So, the meeting is just finished. They are going to be leaving at first light tomorrow. What are you guys planning on doing?
Are we in a fit state to fight?
Yeah, I think so. I am.
Yeah.
What about anybody else?
Yeah, I think I'm all right. I think I've got all what I need.
I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have a full selection of spells and 37 juicy hit points.
Did we sort out our healing potion?
I certainly picked one up
To
to replace the one I used.
I can heal myself.
I should probably get one.
Yes.
I kind of feel like I need to go get one.
Yes, I think
cool.
I'll get one as well. I'll get one as well, if that's possible.
Yes, as I said, prices around here are a little bit more expensive, so they'll be a bit dearer. Where's the healing potion's gone?
I think they're usually 50.
I paid 75.
Yeah, I was going to say they'll be 75 then if they're usually 50.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
50%
right.
markup.
Yeah. You're at the arse end of the world.
Oh, I know it. Wow, 75. Rips. How much dosh have you got, Cockwind?
Oh, fucking plenty, mate.
Right.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm all right.
He'll buy the entire stock.
Yes, and then I will take one from him. By force, if necessary. You better buy one then. for me,
Yeah,
if that's possible.
I can do that. I'll invest in 2, Steve.
Okay.
So
Imnek would like to
sorry, is
grab
that
the-
150? Is it?
Yeah, it'll be 150 for 2. Yes.
All right.
Imnek would like to grab the speaker of Bremen's Run, where he goes and then ask, do you have a man called Fane or something similar at your place?
Okay, so you catch the guy as he's leaving the speakers meeting.
Hmm.
Let me just find out who the speaker is. Bear with me a second. So yes, right, okay. So he is a dwarf, one of the few speakers of the 10 Towns who is a dwarf. And address notice you come in, says, how can I help you?
I speak to you in Dwarvish, of course.
Okay.
So, do you have a man called Fane or something similar in Bremen's Run? Do you know of such a person?
Davrick Fane.
That may be it.
You can see it's not hard to notice that he looks a little bit in disgust at this name, Davrick Fane.
We previously ran into someone who, amongst the cult of Auril, who talked of him and said he was the cult leader in Bremen's Run and was second in command to Hedron. A visionary, I think, was how he was referred to. He was, when we ran into him, he was apparently had provided someone with a Remores egg that they were trying to hatch so that he could train it. Is this man still at large?
Well, he's, as far as I know, he left town a couple of days ago, but he's been stirring up trouble.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
Fortunately, he had nothing to pin on him, just a nuisance. Unsurprisingly, he's a member of the cult, but didn't realise he was so influential.
Yes, we only found out very recently ourselves. He must be reasonably intelligent.
Do you have any evidence of this? Although, to be fair, not much is needed. I'll put a warrant out for him. Hopefully, someone will see him soon.
Well, with luck, we will meet him when we face Hedron. Maybe he has left to go join her. That would certainly save everyone the effort of tracking him down.
Hopefully so.
Very well. At least we don't have to divert ourselves to deal with him before we head further north.
No. Concentrate on Hedron. Cut the head off the snake. That's what we say.
Yep.
Oh,
It's the only good thing to do to them. Snakes.
I've heard fireworks rather well.
Oh, certainly they make good food, good eating when you cook them properly.
Well,
He raises an eyebrow at that. Well, good luck tomorrow.
And to you.
Right, so I am a potion up now, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm just tossing it to you.
Cool. I think. Don't drop it.
Yeah. Yeah, do a sleight of hand check, quick.
On healing potion. There we go. Job done.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So I take it you're resting for another night in Bryn Shander?
There's not really much else we can do, is there?
Don't think so.
I think. Because either we go to Waterdeep to hand in this stick, which is a little far to do in an evening.
Yeah. They said they can't find what's his face around.
Yeah, we need to find the giants, don't we, as well, which might take a little more than an evening as well.
Well, I think maybe we worry about that after we've dealt with the witch and the black ice and such. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, unless we think
It might be.
Baelish Gant is still in town somewhere.
Yes, it might be worth checking out the palace or the city hall where he stayed, just to see if there's any indication of where he's been or he's gone.
Maybe if he had any like warehouses or some other buildings that he had owned, maybe
Yes.
check them out.
And try and find, or maybe beat up some of his gang.
Well, yeah, at least
What's
drive
left
the
of it? What's left
them.
of their gang?
Tar them, feather them, drive them out of town.
I rather like the sound of that. Right. I should rather like to go to Gant's Gaff, as it were.
So you go to the Speaker's Palace, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you head over there, and you, on approach, you realise there are some general people doing some kind of work, moving stuff in and out, and it appears that Devessa is basically making her home back in the Speaker's Palace. It just seems to be some general tidying up going on.
Ah. Hello, my dear. Is she around?
Yes, she's overseeing the work, yes.
I'll go and say hello. Ah, Devessa. Nice to see you again. I see you're not wasting any time.
Well, this used to be my home, and it should be again.
Excellent. I don't suppose there's been any clues as to where Mr. Gant may be. Has he left any notes, books, possessions, records?
No, he seems to have taken anything incriminating with him, unfortunately, apart from what you and my scribe had managed to scurry away beforehand.
Maybe see it. Where is the young buckworm?
He's busy sorting out paperwork at the moment.
Maybe see him.
True, but don't keep him long, please. He's got plenty of work to do, getting this place back on track.
Oh, indeed. We shan't be long. I'll go and find him.
Yeah, okay, you find him quite easily. He's in another room he's sorting out records and putting books back in order. Oh, hello.
Hello, young worm. How are we?
Good, thank you.
Excellent. I suppose your new mistress is a little more accommodating than the last one.
Yes, good to see things back to normal, hopefully.
Excellent. I understand there have been a few records left by Mr. Gant. We're trying to track him down and maybe see if we can find out where he's gone.
Not much, I'm afraid. He seemed to bundle almost everything he belonged in one place, and off he went.
Is there may we look through it?
Well, there's not much here, really. Just most of it's quite mundane accounts and that kind of thing. I've had to look through most of it myself. There's nothing I can find that would be of use to point him in the right direction of where he went. But
what about where he's been? Anything around here in the city? Property, warehouses, stock?
If he had anything like that, he's kept it quite under wraps.
Very well.
From what I could find, he was rather than outright owning any storage, he was just renting some off other people.
I wonder if we can convince these people to give us a little more information.
You could try.
I can be very persuasive.
I do hear he had taken out one of the Mithan. It was his warehouse that burnt down. I believe he might have done some dealings with him.
It might be time to talk to Mr. Mithan then. Thank you, Mr. Worm.
Most gracious.
Do we know where Mithan is?
You do, because you did actually go to his office in the previous things. So you know roughly where he lives.
Right. To his office, then?
To his office. It's getting towards the end of the day. It's early evening. After troops finish the meeting and troops return to get to him. So the sun's starting to set. And Mithan is closing up his office for the evening and is about to head out home.
Mr. Mithan, before you go, a minute of your time, if I may. Nice to see you again.
Oh, yes, good to see you.
I hope your fortunes have changed since the last time we met.
Slowly, should we say?
Well, you see, this is what happens when you deal with rogues. evildoers, ne'er-do-wells, as somebody I know once said.
Indeed. What can I do for this evening?
I understand you rented one of your warehouses to Valish Gant.
Oh, Valish had a chest in there, a crate. He was renting a spot, that was all.
Is it still there? Do we know what was in it?
Oh, no, I don't know what was in it. I don't pry into other people's possessions.
Is it still there?
Oh, he paid to the end of the month, so I assume
Well,
so.
I know someone who does enjoy looking into chests.
Can Imnek insight check him to see if he does actually pry into other people's business?
Make an insight check. He appears to be honest in his dealings.
Fair enough.
Well, may we inspect this crate at least?
I can show you where it is, but I can't let you inside the actual crate, of course.
I believe that's reasonable. I mean, there may be some document. Is there any documentation to go with it? And try and sort of signal to Cockwind, to...
Only a contract between myself and him of renting out the space. That's all.
Ah, very well. So there's no documentation. There's no commercial invoice or airway bill to go along with it, is there?
He just looks at you bemused at this point. What?
My apologies. It says we do things rather differently in Waterdeep, as you can imagine. There are extensive documents with any shipment in a great city. As you can imagine, things have a habit of going missing.
Oh, yes, I can imagine, yes.
Obviously, around here, it seems a little more less likely. I dare say more civilized. Do you have? Do we know where this crate came from? Was it brought with him? Does it?
I don't know. You'll have to. It's in the warehouse, the same one where the weapons were stored that you were so carefully retrieved last time, if you remember.
Ah, yes, I remember, of course. Would you have any issue if we inspected the crate? I won't open it.
What's this about?
Well, Mr. Gant has, let's say, disappeared under suspicious circumstances, so we're trying to track him down.
Unfortunately, my contract with Mr. Grant is till the end of the month, and until he comes and retrieves that crate, that's his property and his alone.
Very well, I understand. I wouldn't want to get between a man and his contract.
No, of course.
In which case, I shall bid you good evening, sir. I shan't waste any more of your time.
Well, thank you.
I'll sort of wander out down an alley or something, just out of his way.
Yeah.
Right then, Cockwind, it seems you're up.
I
Yes, I assumed you were going anyway.
Okay. Do we see the fellow leave? Is he buggered off? What's happened to him?
Yeah, so he heads off home.
Okay. So I will investigate a way into this building then, please, into this warehouse.
Okay, so you already know your way around the warehouse because you've been in this place before.
Yep.
And it doesn't take you long to find a crate with Valish Gant's symbol on it, which you'd seen on his offices.
Okay. Is there any locks on it, or is it?
It's like a nailed shut crate.
Okay, so I will whip at my crowbar, cheeky grin, and rip the top off this crate. What could possibly go wrong?
Is it possible for us to follow Cockwind in? Is it the way in is not too?
Yeah, it's late at night. No one seems to be guarding this place, so it seems to be relatively easy to get in and out. And besides, Cockwind is just such a simple lock on there. Cockwind is just, and in you go. Inside the crate are mostly furs, high quality furs.
Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Can we fish through them? Is there anything underneath them?
Occasionally, wrapped in amongst the furs, you find black ice trinkets and pieces of jewellery.
Imnek will take out any that he can find and sort of probably wrap them up in like that winter cat fur or whatever he cut off the beast, just so he doesn't have to handle them.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can I check the crate for a false bottom or anything like that?
You can make an investigation check.
That'll do it.
No, it's the bottom is the bottom.
Okay.
This is rather frustrating. We could just assume he's gone to Luskin.
Yes, he may have done. Doesn't sound like there's going to be much evidence of him if he has stayed in town, so he's probably gone.
Unless we start speaking to some of his gang.
We can do that too. Run them out of town.
Indeed. And I'm sure between the two of us we can be convince them to give us some information.
Mhm.
Right, let's go and head to a rough pub.
So you head to the Northlook yet again. And yet again you walk in the door and the barman sees you and goes, "Oh God, no."
I shall beam.
What do you want now?
We actually want trouble. We are, believe it or not, looking for trouble.
That's not what I want in my bar. Please leave.
Well, to be fair, we don't want a trouble in here. We want someone who can cause trouble. I don't suppose you've seen any members of this infernal gang in here, have you?
Ah, you can check with those guys on the table, though. Those are people that I know of. Slim's gang, I'm assuming you're talking about.
That'll be the one.
Yeah, there's some.
Slim, I might add.
What?
Oh, yes, we disposed of him rather readily yesterday. Was it earlier today? No, earlier today.
Okay, that would explain why there's so few of Slim's gang around today. Then.
Yes, half of them are dead.
Okay. There's those two there at that table. If you can have a fight, please have it outside.
We shall do our best. I mean, we may get to the outside through the window, but
Well,
it'll be outside.
They've always started the fight, so maybe you should take up your problems with them.
Well, you start the fight, I'll be calling the sheriff. That's all I'm saying.
We don't start fights. We finish them.
Oh, dear.
Right, I shall walk over. Suave,
Mhm.
confident, cocky.
Most of the guys are kind of looking at the table and look at the beer and trying not to look at you.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I would apologise for your late leader's demise, but, well, he started it, and he was warned several times. I wouldn't mourn his loss.
Don't know who you mean, mate.
And I'll just reach for his forearm and pull his sleeve up.
Yeah, and it's got the tattoo of the Kraken pulling a ship down into the sea.
Him.
Look, right, we're just getting out of town. Slim's gone, Marek's gone, and we ain't heard anything from either of them. So,
You are familiar with Mr. Valish Kant, I assume?
who?
The former leader of this town.
Oh, him. Yeah, posh guy.
That's the one. Did you work for him? Or did you do any jobs for him? I know Slim was certainly associated with him.
I don't know. Slim was in charge.
Did he have a deputy? Or we murdered him as well?
Marek. Yeah, he's dead as well.
Ah, yes. Perhaps we've been a little too effective. I don't suppose you know where Valish Kant may have gone. Let's just say we have unfinished business.
Two of them look at each other and one of them just shrugs as the other one looks at each other. Luskin? He's Arcane Brotherhood. He's gone back to the host tower.
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten about the host tower. I'd like to see inside that place.
Well, you the mean, right?
Oh, I don't know. It would be rather fun. Don't fancy a jaunt, do you?
I'll leave that to you.
Probably wise. Tap him on the shoulder. Are they playing cards?
No, they're just kind of sitting around just
Okay.
having a drink, basically.
Okay. That's a shame. I was going to ruin the game. So I shall turn around, slightly dejected now. Well, that was a bloody waste of time. Anyone got any ideas?
Imnek will just use prestidigitation to create a symbol like the tattoo, except instead of like a kraken crushing a ship, it will show like a kraken running away from a ship which has a tiefling like slinging fire at the kraken. A piss take of their symbol and then leave it. It'll stay there for an hour in case the bartender gets annoyed. And then just walk off.
Nice.
Okay.
It seems we're not going to have much luck tracking down Valish Gant. Perhaps he has just fled back to Luskin.
Well, it's on our way back anyway to Waterdeep, so he can wait and stew. Assuming he's even allowed in. Given his failure, and I'll wave the stick a bit, I suspect he may not be allowed in.
Possibly. That would certainly make our job easier.
Anyway, unless anyone has any better ideas, I guess we can get some kip.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, big day tomorrow.
Excellent. Shall we go to the finest inn? Get a good night's sleep. Whatever.
Okay.
Is there such a thing as the finest inn in this shit?
The least shit.
That's a very good question. Calvin's Comfort, which is where you've been at, is probably the most popular.
Okay, that'll do.
Is that the one with the dwarf?
That sounds fun.
The Northlook is where you've been. The Hook Knucklehead is more of a fisher's inn.
Yeah, it doesn't sound promising.
Yes.
Yep.
You basically heard talk from the other people in town. The Hook Knucklehead is renowned to be bitterly cold at night because none of the rooms are insulated, so everyone sleeps in the common room overnight. So basically, wait for everyone else to get too pissed to stay awake before you can get some sleep. So Kelvin's Comfort is, yes, the best one.
Very well.
Although Geldenstag's Rest is supposed to be the most comfortable.
That will do nicely.
And you get there. Is compared to both the Northlook and Kelvin's Comfort, it is a much quieter inn. And little old grey-haired dear who introduces herself as Myrtle greets you in. Make sure you're sitting nice by the fire and warm. Ooh, what are you fine gentlemen up to today?
Actually, we were hoping to have a room for the night. I don't suppose you have one, my dear.
Oh, yes, of course we do. Of course. Here for anything exciting?
Well, there have been incidents. I shan't bore you with the details, but...
Oh, it's a long, cold night, dear. Share the details, dear.
Very well. Many years ago...
Imnek goes to get a drink.
Sit down and regale her with...
Basically, she listens to everything you have to say and keeps asking questions at the end, to the point where everyone else is really, really bored. But of course, just Arrakis is in his element, just waxing lyrical, talking about himself and his life.
Yes, indeed. Leading this ragamuffin band through the cold wasteland on to victory. And tomorrow we shall take on Hedron as a final challenge. Single-handedly. Actually, that's the sort of thing Zamhorn would say. Fuck that.
So, you get a good night's rest, so you get a long rest.
All our hit dice should be back.
So all your spells back, or your hit points back, and up to half your level of hit dice are back. So another 3 if you've spent them.
When the fuck did I prepare to speak with animals?
Last night, maybe?
No, because I'd settled in lesser restoration. I don't know when the fuck I took to speak with animals. I'll get rid of.
I suspect it might not be that use in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You want to speak to a rat.
Well, the rats around here, you can generally talk to them once they transform.
That's true. Or maybe one of the snow wolves. That could be useful, yes. Talk it down. Instead of we can get set upon by the frost giants, talk it down till it piss off.
You're putting too much faith in my talking skills.
Well, you never know.
in-game
Unless you
and out.
try. Give it some blag, it'll be all right.
Again, you're relying too much on my in-game and out-of-game talking skills.
You never know. Anyway, let's get
Oh,
some-
whole person. That'd be good.
Yes, it would. I speak from bitter experience.
The main reason I took it on my other character.
It is surprisingly powerful when it lands.
If you fail, you save.
Yes, disappointing.
Say fair fire. That might help out the Warlock and the Rogue.
The
What was
Rouge.
that? What was that story?
Fairy Fire. Any
I
attack
have.
roll against... Oh, do you have it?
I have a. It's one of my inherent half drow abilities, so I have access to 1 per day.
Could I have access to 4, but...
I mean, it's up to you because I might have other concentration spells on.
Might be one of those ones where it's helpful to double down.
Call lightning could be useful if you can bag that.
I've already got that.
Okay. Daylight? Unless we're facing undead. That could be useful.
I don't think I even have access to that.
It doesn't really work on undead.
Oh, yeah, I
remember?
do.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's sunlight that works on undead.
Yeah, we tried to do that and it didn't work.
Oh, that's right, I remember, yeah. We were all looking so hopeful, and then
Yes.
Dash Tree just said, nah.
Why is it
gets a
called
bit-
daylight?
I can conjure animals.
Water walk, water breathing. Speak with plants, for all the fauna that we're going to see in a snowy wasteland.
Hmm.
Plant growth,
Iceberg.
Again.
Yeah.
feign death. Dispel magic could be quite useful
Yeah,
in case something
Yeah.
nasty happens.
like a whole person.
Someone Exactly, yes. Moonbeam's actually quite potent. When
What,
used
sorry?
appropriately. Moonbeam.
Oh, yeah, I use that. Did I have
Oh,
that
you
before?
you use that on the goblins to great effect on
Yeah.
them.
Mm,
I took it
Mm.
off or something. I can't remember
a
what.
bit potent. Flaming sphere. That sounds fun.
I had it and never used it.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. I think you've got better killy stuff now.
Yes.
You basically have to rely on either moving the sphere into people. No, actually, it doesn't even work that way. Oh no, it does. Or you have to rely on people being there.
Yeah, I think between acid arrow, moonbeam, and cool lightning and stuff, you've probably got enough.
Yeah.
Acid arrow is pretty damn good, actually.
I haven't actually used darkness, so I might want to prepare that.
Thunderwave.
I also have a 1 per day darkness. Not to rain on your parade or anything, but
I haven't
So
used it
you're aware.
anyway,
So
so
do I.
yeah.
I have for darkness as well.
I forgot why I even took it, to be honest. I almost thought about casting out that fucking stuff earlier, but it's one of the ones I've got always prepared for my circle. That's why.
Ah, okay. Well, that's handy then.
Fog cloud, goodberry.
Mm.
Thunderwave. That's the way
I've
forward.
already got it. Yeah.
No,
I think we both have it, don't we?
we do.
You can never cast Thunderwave too many times.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if they already know you're there, get on with it. Deafen them. In fact, what if you can time casting a Thunderwave each at somebody and just splat
You
them in
could
the middle?
probably ready casting Thunderwave after so-and-so casts Thunderwave.
That
I
would
think that
work.
works.
That would give someone a particularly bad day.
And also be extremely loud.
Maybe you could just break up the iceberg by just repeat casting Thunderwave on it.
Ooh, there's an idea. Somebody standing on a plinth, for example, cast Thunderwave underneath it, shatter the plinth, and they're humped. Nice plan.
I'm still not quite sure why 5th edition has Melf's Acid Arrow and just Acid Arrow, because there's literally no difference.
I think there is. I don't know why, but there is.
Maybe so they didn't have to pay royalties to Melf all the time.
Well,
Okay.
get a shift on.
I mean, I'm ready to go. I was just looking over
Yeah.
this. So.
Okay, so the following morning, you meet up with A group of individuals are ready to set out, including dwarves from the Dwarven Valley, a small contingent of guards from Bryn Shander, which isn't a huge amount, but there are other guards and militia from other towns. They're not willing to share as many soldiers due to the recent giant attack and rebuilding efforts that are going on in town. You're also joined by several members, a group of members from the Elk tribe. And you are all ready to head out. So you head in a... Let's pop over to that one.
Ooh, there we go. Think.
So let's move those giants out of the way. So the route taken is you go, you start heading. This can't remember. This map is slightly crooked. So you head west out of Bryn Shander, and you head up the road towards Targos, and then follow. So you're heading this way.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Maya Duladan until you get to Bremen and cross the river at Bremen, and then head due, well, kind of northwesterly.
Around the side of the lake.
So you're heading towards kind of here.
Right. Okay.
So let's just draw your path. So you've kind of come from here, and then you've gone around there, and then you're going this way.
Okay.
So with a group of you, the winds are howling, and you can see occasionally you're being tracked. The odd wolf or the odd bear seems to be following your movements, which the Elk tribe members keep an eye on at all times. And this little kind of suspicious look on their eyes. And every so often you hear them whisper, "Hedrin is watching us."
She can watch all she wants. Not going to stop us finding her.
So it's not long before you head out into the open tundra. It takes quite a... It's reasonably slow, but because there's so many people there and trackers in the Elk tribe, the efficiency of the dwarves cooking meals, it's not like the horrible journey it would be if you went alone.
Okay.
After about a day's travel, you camp out for the night in the open tundra, and the Elk tribe send out scouts ahead. It's not long before scouts return, and you're brought forward into like a meeting between a number of individuals, including the King Jorvald of the Elk tribe and the leader of the Dwarven contingent. King Jorvald tells you that they've spotted a bear tribe camp basically between you and the Sea of Moving Ice. The bear tribe being fully under the sway of Hedrin the Ice Witch.
Well, I see the only way forward is to murder them brutally and get them out of the way.
That's your reaction to everything.
To which King Jorvald goes, "Yes, the fiery man speaks of the word of Tempest. We should do this."
Gets my
So it's the dwarves kind of nod, but then one of the dwarves go, "Aye, but why not take advantage of this?"
How so, young man?
Well, no doubt all Hedrin's eyes will be upon the bear camp, and if tower, to which everyone kind of nods sagely.
Tower?
Aye, that's what Elk tribe say. Tower.
Does that mean like village?
No, tower, as in tall thing, structure.
Is there is there a tower in this camp? Can we see
No,
it?
no. He's talking about Hedrin's
Oh, right, okay.
Base. He goes, "Why don't we know these boys here," pointing at you, "are frisky in a fight. Why don't you guys head out and go meet Hedrin head on while we sort out the bear tribe?"
An excellent plan, with only 2 two drawbacks. One, she's a lot more powerful than we are. And two, that's a fucking mental plan. But hey, fuck it. What could possibly go wrong?
What do you can't propose then?
I was going to suggest that we take out the bear tribe in the first instance and we see if we can question a few of them. Our barbarian friend here may be able to get something from them.
What is it you're trying to ask them?
Where Hedron is, give her up.
We know where Hedron is.
Well, in that case, let's just slaughter them.
Very
Fine.
well.
We'll head to Hedron then. Are we agreed, boys, or not?
Oh, yeah, let's get amongst it.
Sure.
Very well. I'll let you deal with the bears.
One of my scouts here will direct you around the camp. From then it's up to you. Tempest guide you.
Yes.
So you have another night's sleep in a camp in the middle of the snow.
Just sit huddling a fireball.
So you guys have kind of come from here and have headed kind of this way. So you're about here. Following day, the Elk Tribe scout gets his gear together, makes sure you're ready, and heads out and takes a bit of a detour direct west. You can just see the Bear Tribe camp in the distance, but he takes you over the a round kind of circle, and he takes you to the coastline. Now, when you get to the coastline, you can see why it's called the Sea of Moving Ice, because it is just a flow of icebergs and such like. Now, the scout gives you directions and basically says how it's, such a distance in the way, but basically says there's two ways of getting there. You can either try and go by foot over the icebergs, so basically jumping from iceberg to iceberg, or he says we can get canoes and row out to them.
Does our druid have anything for this?
Probably not. Sorry. What am I looking to do again?
Any way to walk across water?
Yeah, water.
Well, that helps him, but not the rest of us.
Can you turn into
I'm
like a
pretty sure
whale?
tiefling-
Can we ride on his back as a whale?
Up to 10 willing
Can
creatures
you-
you can see within range gain this
Can you-
ability for the duration.
That's
Can
only
you
an
morph
hour.
into like a
though,
big-assed fish and we can hold on?
Don't know because I don't know what fish there are.
Probably not many.
Dolphin?
I don't know if do dolphins count as big ass fish?
Well,
How
dolphins
big
are
is a
fi-
dolphin?
Oh, it's a metre or two long.
It's not a
Yeah,
fish
3
either.
meters.
It isn't a fish, that is fair. It's a mammal, but still.
Really a
I'm not
big.
sure biology is a
something
strong
big.
point of anyone.
Something you can ride on the back of.
Yeah, a big-assed fish. A tuna. Can you morph into a tuna? They're big.
No, they're not big enough for 3 of us, though.
True. Right, canoes it is, I think.
I know, just had this image of Cockwind riding a tuna with his sword outstretched in front of him.
Scarf blowing in the wind.
They can't see us, but that probably doesn't help you lot because it can only breathe underwater, so I hope you like drowning.
Yeah, no,
Good lord. Right.
So no, I have nothing that can help
it
you.
was worth a try.
I must
What about
admit,
a flying thing? Can you do anything flying?
I've
giant
already had this argument. I can't turn into anything with flying.
So, what do you think? Canoes or
Yeah, canoes.
fancy a walk?
Canoes.
Oh, Arrakis just looks visibly just. Very well. I don't relish the opportunity of getting wet again.
So,
Character building.
It's something.
I hear taking ice plunges is very good for your health.
It's not at all. It's bloody freezing. For someone who used to live in the Nine Hells, this is pretty much the opposite of what I'm used to.
so you Right. Okay. So you, the Elk tribe member retrieves a number of canoes. Each one can hold 2 people, so you're going to need 3 canoes between you. He's going to continue guiding you. And he reckons it'll take a few hours from here to get to the iceberg he is looking for.
Well.
But once you come out onto the sea, I mean, the wind that was blowing across the tundra was cold. This wind is just ball-achingly cold. Absolutely freezing. So I'd like each of you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, please.
God damn it. Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Imnek doesn't even feel like putting sleeves on.
Oh dear. Our druid isn't doing well. Jesus, the tiefling's done well.
So it's that cold, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
I don't know what that means.
It's in the player's handbook.
It means you're in a bit of trouble.
You have disadvantage on ability checks or something.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's one of the conditions. Hold on. We'll dig it out.
Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks.
There you go.
Yeah, for the first level, yeah.
Yeah. Can I
Should have grabbed those furs out of that crate, shouldn't we?
should have done actually.
Speaking of which, you
with
haven't got
hindsight.
You haven't got any furs kicking about or anything, have you, Adam? That you could
I
pop
have.
on against the
Fuck
cold?
all, mate.
Okay.
I've got that snowcat pelt.
Is there anything I can set on fire and just put it in front of him to warm him up?
No, because there's nothing you can do constantly that will do that.
That's true. Unless I just sit here holding fire out.
Well,
But it's
I
not
can-
very, very powerful.
I can't sort of warm him up, but I can warm up like items for an hour with prestidigitation.
Okay.
That's duration, so
That could work.
Thanks.
yeah, sort of. I'll cast prestidigitation on the snowcat pelt and then toss it to him.
Thank you.
So you slowly start making your way through the icebergs as and everyone's kind of quite serene. The only noise is really the wind blowing through and the odd lap of the waves against the sides of the icebergs. After about an hour of travelling,
Suspense.
suspense. The path you're trying to make, you can notice that the icebergs are slowly moving towards each other, and your elk tribe leader suddenly goes, "Quick, quick! Otherwise, we'll lose an hour." Can everyone make a athletics check, please?
Oh dear.
Plus, Adam will be doing
fuck.
at disadvantage.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Okay, now.
Sid's on it. Arrakis is on
Oh
it.
boy,
isn't
no.
Yeah. Oh Christ.
Right, I need to do one for the barbarian guy as well. Let's do that. Okay. So how many of you passed? So we got one
What was the DC?
DC 10. So we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 passes. So with a bit of furious rowing, you all 3 canoes make it through the pass between the icebergs before they merge behind you in this kind of just slow crunching noise. It's not like a dramatic crash. It's just more like a.
That could have been nasty. Well,
for the next hour or so, the elk tribe leader is just. The elk tribe guy is even more kind of wary of where he's looking now, trying to make sure he's a bit more careful finding his paths through. But doesn't kind of see or hear anything of interest for the next hour or so.
right.
Adam, you've got the highest passive perception, haven't you?
Probably.
By
17.
quite a short
17.
margin. Yeah.
You notice circling above in the very far distance. You're pretty sure you can make out the wings of a dragon above you, although it's
Oh, dear.
very far off at this point. And doesn't
We might
appear-
still want to be careful.
Let's keep it that way. Let's not attract its attention.
Yeah.
Do we know what? Can we see what colour it is, or is it too far away?
It's probably white.
Probably white.
Based on your knowledge of dragons and based on what colour you can see, but it is kind of like
That's fine.
up in the sky, and it's a white against the sky, but it does appear to be a white dragon. It doesn't appear to be brightly coloured like a red or a blue or anything like that.
Oh dear.
That's sadly not shiny.
Do any of us know anything about dragons in the area?
I mean, Imnek probably knows something about it, like white dragons.
Try to make a history check, Imnek.
Not with my. Can I get advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you a lower DC, so don't worry. Just
okay,
see what
good.
you get.
Yeah. First one.
Okay. So you know of a few dragons in this area. Let me just find out exactly which one it is. You know of a particularly aggressive male dragon that's known to circle and see of moving ice, and you know of also a crazy white dragon who believes who kind of is known to talk to herself, but it's not possible to tell from here which one it is because it's just a dragon flying in the distance.
Mm-hmm. Either way, I suggest we avoid them if we can.
Agreed. Gets my vote. Right, let's keep our head down and keep an eye on this dragon.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so it's not long. You just see the dragon idly circling and then drift off in the distance. A second, I'm just going to have to go away from the screen for a moment.
Quick, run right.
I think I, as a person, know which dragon this is, but obviously Arrakis doesn't. So.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Either way,
It's the advantage of not knowing shit about the Forgotten Realm. I have no fucking idea who that guy is.
It's not so much that, Adam. It's there may be a link to a different game.
Sorry about that.
Right.
Amanda's just come back from parents' evening.
How are her parents?
Right, so
She didn't murder anyone, did she?
you continue making your way through the icebergs. It's about 4 hours since you've set sail.
Jesus.
And you eventually find that it's a slow progress, but you eventually are obviously come to the position which you've been looking for. On one of the larger icebergs, which is kind of almost surrounded with its own kind of cave, kind of like a textured iceberg, is this thing jutting out of the ice which looks immediately out of place. It looks like a giant kind of crystal of black ice, just
Nice.
jutting perfectly upright, about 100 feet tall.
That's quite large.
That looks promising.
It's kind of irregular, like a crystal shape, rather than like carved or worked like all the other black ice items you've seen. This looks like it's like a crystalline structure, like it would be grown, but it stands out really broad against the white of the iceberg surrounding it, as it is this dark colour.
When Arrakis went through the mirror,
Yeah.
did he the room he was in, was that black or was it?
Yes, that was all constructed from black ice. Yes.
Right. So there's a distinct possibility I've been here before. Probably
Yes.
up there and point at the top.
So, you can see light coming. There's like a massive open doorway at the base of it, and you can just see torchlight coming from within.
Well, let's head on in. What could
Are there
possibly
any
go wrong?
guards or anything, Steve, that we can see? Or
There's absolutely no one around. It's completely devoid of everything.
So I can't imagine she's going to be guarding much. I mean, looking around here, what the hell is she going to guard it from?
Might be a good sign, might be a bad sign.
is there any obvious signs of recent coming and goings? Or
Yeah, you can just about make out from the way the snow is. You can make out kind of like there's tracks going in and out, and there's a very makeshift little harbour at the front of it, where you can see other canoes have been moored up.
Okay. Let's mosey on in, I say.
Might as well come this far.
Perhaps we should do it a bit quietly.
Well, I wasn't expecting to do it to a trumpet fanfare, let's be fair.
Normally what you would do out, isn't it?
That is true. Hello, my dear, we're here. Set up a fireball in the middle of the chamber. Get her attention.
Okay.
Right, let's just rock up.
You're just going to rock up for the front door, are you? Fair enough.
I think I'm gonna have a bit of a look around this tower just to get a feel for how big it is and whether there's alternative ways in.
Okay, so you take a walk around the outside of it. It is roughly cylindrical in shape, although, as I said, the outside is crystalline. It's about 70 feet in diameter.
Okay.
That's quite big.
And there are no other entrances or windows at all anywhere else on it. It's completely just this deep black crystalline structure.
So there's no windows or doors or anything, really,
No.
apart from this one in the front.
Yep.
Okay. I think we'll have to go with Arrakis' approach then.
It's always the best.
Is Imnek getting any sense from his patron or anything? Any emotions or running through or?
Yeah.
For the love of Christ, don't go in there.
How do I whisper? I can never remember.
/W then my name, game name. It should autofill for you.
Yeah.
Great TV, this.
Did that come up, did it?
Yes, it did, yeah.
Okay. So you get those feelings coming from your patron.
Mm-hmm. Imnek will turn in the group, so I have a sense that this building has been here a while, or perhaps it has at least been here before at some point.
Before? Does it come and go?
Well, we know that this issue with the crystal shards has occurred before. I just have a vague sense of familiarity.
Very well. Okay.
So I was thinking about that actually. Imnek is going to summon forth his hacked weapon and sort of bring it up to the wall of the ice, black ice, and sort of see if there's any sort of reaction from proximity or touching.
Stand well back.
There's a kind of hum that comes from it.
Anything Arrakis can feel from it if he touches it? Because obviously he's had this lump robbed from him before. Does it feel similar? Or?
Oh,
Well,
right.
you would be able to see that it is, rather than just being, well, based on what Steve said, you see that rather than just sort of being like the pure, like dull black ice, that this looks much more like the sort of the green veined sort of black ice, similar to Imnek's weapon. Similar to, like yours was kind of like red or orangey.
Yes. Well, yeah, okay.
Yes, it appears to be the transformed ice.
Okay. Right, I see. Does it respond to fire?
It's you get like with a bit of heat, it glistens as if it's about to melt in a similar way to what the black ice does, but it's more like glass than ice. This thing, so although it's cold to the touch, it feels almost like this thing is made out of a big sheet of glass or a big glass crystal.
I see. Very well. I sense this may not go well.
Great.
Well, let's just say that this feels somewhat familiar.
Mm.
And I shall walk off.
Are you entering the tower then? Are you?
I am. Yeah.
Imnek is, yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Arrakis has a permanently concerned look on his face at the moment.
Bear with me.
I think we all might, really.
Arrakis has a very good reason to be concerned.
So you enter into this,
Ooh.
the main chamber of this
It's a lot of
tower,
people.
and it's a room which Arrakis recognizes because he's been in here before. There is a group of Bear Tribe barbarians to your left and a small group of orcs to your right.
Do I recognise them then?
Well, orcs kind of all look the same, really, to you.
Bit racial.
They could well be the same orcs you met when you were last here. They're all carrying these rather crude black ice weapons. The sitting on the kind of throne in the center of the room is the what you assume to be the Bear Tribe chieftain, who's sitting kind of loungily, and he's wearing like his massive furs and such, like his axe to his side, and he's sitting there kind of like as if he's king of the castle. You can see the mirror as well that you step through is to your right.
We should have just used the mirror instead of using that bloody boat. Jesus. Never mind. Well, we can use it on the way back, assuming it survives.
Well, we don't know what is on the other side of it now.
So yeah, as you said, there are 2 rows of columns leading up to this dais, and then these 2 staircases. It looks like they go to the platform, but they don't. So these staircases start here. Oh, wrong button. Start here, and then spiral up into the roof. So they go into the next floor here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right. So you go up the main steps.
You got the main steps onto the platform, and then from the platform up into the up
So
into
there's
the next thing.
There's a mezzanine.
Yes.
Right.
So there's no light coming in from outside, so everything's lit apart from the doorway which you're coming in is bringing in light, and also bringing in this howling wind, and then the rest of it is lit by all these torch lights. The chieftain kind of sits up at your arrival. Yes. Arrakis lost for words.
Yes, he's a little perturbed at the moment, looking around the room for large red beasts.
So I take it they're obviously aware of all of our presences, aren't they?
You basically walked in for a giant front door, yeah, massive archway.
Greetings. I don't suppose the lady of the manor's around, is she? Or are you just the help?
She doesn't take guests.
Or she's getting some.
And what makes you think you can gain an audience with her frozen magnificence?
Oh, I'm sure we can get her attention somehow. Besides, we've already met. She has something that belongs to me.
I doubt that.
You can doubt it all you wish, sir, but it's true. Now, are you going to get out of the way, or are we going to force our way through?
He stands up and brandishes his axe. Force.
Excellent. I thought you might say that.
Roll for initiative, chaps. Hang on, let me make sure the other one's clear first before you do. Oh, bollocks. I always forget to clear the other one. So you were on... Right. I'm going to ask you to do it again, Adam, but I remember you're on 9. There we go. Right then. Oh, great. That hasn't worked. Why hasn't that worked?
Oh, Andy. They're in perfect fireball range. How could you screw this up?
Oh, good grief.
Fuck's sake.
To be fair, half the room is in fireball range. I don't think it's going to make much difference.
Cockwind. Well, actually, no, there's 3 of you at 19.
Cockwind will have the highest dex modifier.
Yes, he will. So it'll be Cockwind, then what's he down as?
Mine's +2.
And Dex, I think I'm at +4.
I'm 14.
So you're first.
Right. Oh, bloody hellfire.
That'll come later.
Who looks the hot? Like, if I'm looking around the room and I'm looking at the barbarians and the orcs, who look most dangerous?
Right, okay, so you've got, sitting on the throne, looking high and mighty, is the barbarian chieftain. He looks like the hardest guy in the room easily. These are the barbarian warriors, and these are the orcs, of course. The orcs always look more menacing because they're just bigger, scarier tusks and little pink piggy eyes and what have you.
Ugly motherfuckers.
Could I? Would it be possible for me to dash up onto the platform and try and capture the big barbarian dude?
Capture him?
Well, more like hold him, put a knife to his throat or something. Try and diffuse the situation differently.
Okay.
Or am I too weedy for that? I might be too weedy for that. Imnek,
I'm not sure. I don't think you could reach his neck.
I was going to say, Imnek might be more appropriate in that respect. Okay.
You could always try diving into the shadows behind the dais.
Yeah, can we oh shit. Yeah. I'm
Just kick it off.
kick it off. I don't really want to kick it off. I don't think any good will come from it.
Well, let's be honest, it's kicking off.
See
I can assure you, Arrakis is going to kick it off.
See these stairs here, Steve?
Yeah.
Steps. Can I get underneath them? And is it nice and dark underneath them? Like hideable dark?
Yeah, so the darkest spots are going to be here and here, basically.
Okay. And
because they're furthest away from a torchlight.
Right. Can I dash into that?
You can. You can dash into a hide because that's within your movement. Oh, hang on. You will be moving through those orcs, though.
You can move, dash for your action, and then do your cunning action to hide, but you wouldn't be able to attack or anything.
No. Right.
So you have to disengage. You'd have to disengage and double dash.
Yeah.
Then you'd be okay.
There's no way. Can I get up the side here? Can I go up the side? 25 to there.
You get to there under the stairs. You got to remember that. Yeah, you can probably get to there and do a hide.
To here, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around the side, like chase it around the side.
Okay.
Too far.
Make your stealth roll.
I don't know. Oh, I'll do.
Can I still use my action, or have I used my action?
No, because you've used your cunning action and your action at this point.
Yes, I have, haven't I? Because I dashed.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
What's your dex, Imnek?
14.
Yep, so you're next then.
Okay.
So if I actually... I can actually move them. There we go. Off you go then. What's your action?
When are the barbarians going?
So they're going on the veterans one.
Okay.
So they'll be next.
Okay.
Bugger.
I think Imnek will step protectively in front of the elf and the tiefling, but
Right.
wary of running into the middle of a room that might soon be full of fire.
So might about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Possibly it's actually best to stay where he was, actually. Yeah, so he'll just move up and... I'll just check what my last false life was. Yeah, I think I'm going to cast Blur on myself for my action.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, so what does Blur do?
Disadvantage on attacks against me.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So, the action has got speed 30, and you are... Yes, just too far away. So he's just going to walk forward to the top of the thing and direct people. So these guys are all going to now run forward. So they have got 30, 1, 2, 3. So I'll move to there. He'll move to there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh dear.
5.
I'm glad I
Six.
foxed
This is a
my
great idea.
Right, so those two are going to attack Arrakis.
Oh, great. Lovely.
So they both get advantage, which is nice.
Hey? Oh, because they're next to each other.
Yeah. So the first one against Arrakis hits armor class 7. Second one against Arrakis hits armor class 19.
Ooh, no, I'm going to catch the shield on that. You ain't getting that.
Okie doke.
Although, I could just take the hit because it's only 5 points and I could hellish rebuke the bastard. Yes, I'll do that. I'll take the 5 points.
Remember the orcs as well.
Yeah, actually, if I shield, I'll permanently improve my armor class.
Yeah.
While they hit me as well. Good point. No, I'll cast a shield, Steve.
Okay.
Which increases my armor class to 20.
Right. Nice. Then these three, so you get disadvantage because of your blur, but they get advantage because of pack tactics, so it puts them on normal. Okay. So 3 of them.
Yep. Nope.
So that's a 22 and a critical miss. So 4 piercing damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So it just gets under the shield or something.
Yeah. So it's now the orcs. The orcs have seen this little thing scurry past them like a little ferret. So all kind of fan out looking for this thing. Now, what was your stealth roll, Sid?
20 something, 23
Three.
maybe.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are all going to search for you
Shit.
and do not find you.
Thank God for that.
Sylfina.
Is there a point I could cast Cool Lightning here?
You're in the doorway, but other than that, you're indoors at this point.
Right, it says a storm cloud appears in the shape of Sylfina is 10 feet tall with a 6-foot radius, centered on a point you can see 100 feet directly above you.
So, no, because the tower is about 100 feet tall, so it would be at the top of the tower.
Okay.
Get the flame blade out and start hacking and slashing.
I can't move away from this guy is a problem.
Oh, yes.
That's where you stab him
Hack and
with the
slash.
sword.
Exactly. Get the sword out and stab him.
Fair enough. That's not spells. But...
You met my friend, stab him.
Nice.
So
Absolutely abysmal damage roll.
that was a terrible damage roll. Yes.
Arrakis levels of damage roll for
Yes.
Yeah.
So you swing at the nearest barbarian and you hit, but unfortunately it's not enough to take him down. But it does look heavily wounded by that. Arrakis.
Kaboom.
I'm very tempted, actually. It might not go down well with our barbarian friend, but it's going to be bloody effective if it comes off. Oh, good grief. This is difficult because I'll need to disengage if I do something other than smash someone in the face with a spell. I haven't really thought this through.
It's the Arrakis way, isn't it?
It is, yes. Right. Let's see what takes my fancy today. Fireball's probably right out at this point.
No, I think you can, if you aim it like there or something, like there, you can get everyone but like these two guys here and this guy.
Sadly, they're the ones attacking me.
Well,
But that
take
is a
one for
good
the
point.
team. I've been doing it all the time for crying out loud.
If they do hit me, I can just rebuke them. So yes, why
Yeah.
the hell not? Let's fireball these bastards. So 20 feet. Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
do.
I think from there, yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
cast a fireball to this point here, Steve.
So which point, sorry? Do a ping on it.
Is
This
it there?
point.
Yeah.
So that square there. So it'll get.
It'll get everybody apart from the two.
Is it a circle? Is it a radius?
It's a radius, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
gets everybody apart from the two next to me, essentially.
But if you do it there, you get Sid.
There are always casualties in war. I don't get Sid.
Yeah, you do.
You will.
From there, you get Sid. If you do it from like where I pinged, you don't. But you won't get this orc. You won't get the orc down in the corner here. But I think that's worth not hurting
Oh,
Sid.
20-foot radius.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So this, I'll cast it there then, yeah.
1, 2,
So
3,
center
4,
it.
5,
Center it
6,
on
7, 8. So it'll be about
Yeah.
there.
Where my, if you can see where my thing is.
Yeah.
So that's it, there.
So yeah. Okay. So it'll get. Yeah.
Everyone apart from this orc and the two next to me. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Boom.
There we go.
Boom.
Right. Roll your damage then, sir.
Make it good, mate.
Watch this go wrong.
What are the odds on rolling 8 ones? Sorry, I just. Oh,
That's
nice.
definitely pretty good.
That's above average.
Have some of that!
Nice.
Pretty good.
Okay. So it's DC 15 and they take half damage, don't they? Okay. So let's start with this orc
So
here.
everyone's getting at least 17.
Well, that's a point, actually. Right. If everyone's getting at least 17, let's get rid of them two.
Have it!
Nice.
And that one, and that one, and that one.
Oh,
Wow, this room looks a lot
yes!
emptier all of a sudden.
Bring it on. Right.
Oh, well played, sir.
You deleted your one of your.
I deleted it.
tokens.
Well, they're about the same speed as him, so
Yeah.
I just remember they go next. Yeah. So it's 34. So that puts that on that much because he failed his save. Okay. Woomph. There's a woomph, a burning sound, and then screaming. Lots and lots of screaming.
Are you sure you don't want to let us past?
Okay, it's Cockwind's action.
Okay, I'm going to take on the guys that are engaged on these boys.
Okay.
At least take one of them out. I'll take this one out. Oh, he's gonna. Can I see him?
No, you haven't got line of sight to him.
I can see him though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, smack him in the face then. Advantage I'm hidden.
Yep.
Mhm.
Whoop.
Thing too.
You don't need to roll your what's it called, because he is gone.
All right, in which
Him
case
to the
I
pillar.
will go and hide again.
Okay, stealth roll, please.
Oh, sorry, took the first
So,
one.
right, first one, 24. That's good enough. Okay, Imnek.
All right. I'll just take a swing. No, you know what? I'll trust in my magic. Imnet will just charge forwards towards the chieftain.
Okay.
Are you gonna? Does he get an attack of opportunity?
Oh, of course he gets a freaking critical.
He gets a crit. So does
Ow.
8 points. Oh, hang on. No,
No,
sorry.
disadvantage, yeah.
To disadvantage, yes. I shall roll it again. So it should be
Ah.
15.
That's better, yeah. So no, miss. He's sure he stabs like the
Yeah, he stabs where?
Yeah. Outstanding. And then I was taking a swing at the chieftain, trusting to the druid and the tiefling be able to deal with one guy.
Well, I've just
I don't know,
dealt with
considering
five.
my roll so far.
I've just dealt with 5, so I don't think 1's going to be much more of trouble.
Famous last words.
Of course, I probably miss.
Yes, you've rolled a miss.
Yeah. At least I distract him, maybe. Okay, that's me done.
Okay. Right, he swings back, however. I forgot to change his weapon. Bugger. Oh well. Where's my handbook gone? You should have an axe around the sword, and I forgot to change his weapon, so bear with me.
You can drop and change.
No, as in the stats on the
Oh, I
thing.
see.
I've given him the wrong weapon, basically.
Battle axe and longsword are the same
Let's see. Yes, they're the same. That's why I didn't change it. That's all right then. So ignore the word which says longsword. So he swings at you with his battle axe and with another axe as well.
Whoa, dual wielding.
Yeah. However, he misses on both of them.
Excellent. Even without disadvantage.
So it is. Oh, right, the orc. The orc. What's the orc going to do? What's the orc going to do? He doesn't like the fact that this little Bernie man came along and set fire to all his friends.
One sympathises.
Quiet, you.
So he
That
can
just made our lives a lot easier.
Yes.
He's going to charge forward here.
I'm not saying you don't have your uses, but
Hello, are you sure you want to do this?
And swings at you with his great axe. Hits armor class 24.
ow.
Ow! There's nothing I can do
10
about
slashing
that.
damage.
Nothing I can do about that. Do I want to burn him? Let him meet his maker? Yes, I do. I shall. I'm obviously going to take the damage, but I will hellish rebuke this swine. Cast at level 2, I believe. So he's 15 DC. He gets 13 damage if he doesn't save.
He does save.
So
Boo.
6.
It says 6 damage. Okay.
Steve, does the chieftain have multi-attack? Should he have an extra attack?
Like
1, 2 with his
if
axe.
it has a short sword, it can also make a short sword attack. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Should actually. Yeah, he should get 3 attacks, shouldn't he?
Yeah, 2 of the battle axe. Well, I've got disadvantage. He's got disadvantage on it, but just
Yeah, fair enough then. Okay.
do not.
Yeah, he should have disadvantage. So yes, that would have evened things out. Okay. And this guy here attacks Arrakis as well.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Really getting it today.
I'm in trouble now. 16's a hit.
Have you still got your shield? Or is that...
No,
Hey.
that ends at the start of my turn.
Okay.
He's used his reaction.
Or the end of my turn, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
So that's 6 points.
6 piercing.
Ow! Honestly, you'd think these people would learn. Stop ruining my clothes.
Sylfina.
I'm going to attack the. Which one would you prefer me to attack, Andy?
You might as well kill the orc because it's got fewer hit
Sure.
points. Well, it doesn't actually matter. You've hurt both of them, haven't you?
I've not touched the orc.
That'll do. That's
Yeah,
one
that's
fucked.
better.
Yeah,
That'll do it. Yeah.
that's a better
Nice.
roll.
Excellent shot, sir.
Do you want to move, or are you done?
Can I move without taking an attack of opportunity?
No, you'll still take attack.
No.
Yeah.
Stay here in case Andy goes down.
Yeah,
Okay.
just turn and look at the other barbarian.
He's fine.
Andy.
I'll be fine. Right, this guy's going to die. I assume he hasn't got any metallic armor on.
No, he's wearing leathers and furs.
That's a shame. Poison spray. That could be a laugh. Let us go with... Yeah, fireball's probably a little excessive. No, I'll do a poison spray. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, he's
DC
taking 7.
15 Constitution save.
They probably got a decent constitution. Well, there you go.
Yep.
2 damage then. Yay.
No damage. It's a cantrip.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Cockwind.
No damage.
Okay, I'm going to take on the governor.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, no.
You can
maybe,
take a turn off, Andy.
Maybe I should help him.
Say again.
You can take a turn off, Andy. It's you. You did a fair bit last time.
That's true.
How's your health looking, Arrakis?
I'm about 50%, mate.
I'll take this fool here on if I can see him.
I've got
Yeah,
20
you can see him, yeah.
points left, so I'm all right for now.
It's
Unless
alright.
someone crits me.
That's all right. So we'll plan to take the threat away, shall we?
Yes. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Dunk.
Nice. I'll point to the shadows, vaguely wondering where he is. Cheers.
And I will readopt my position.
Okay.
Before I do, can I see this from where
You can
I
just
am?
you can just make him out because remember you're under the staircase at the moment. So
Yeah, that's fine. So yep.
and these two are fighting on on the stairs leading up to this plinth.
Very heroic.
Okay.
looking.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Imnek.
Okay, I'm
Beast him.
going to be doing this heroic combat if I can hit. Yes, good.
14 slashing. Yes, you hit. And deal him a rather nasty wound.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he comes back with this furious attack of blows. Right. So we got this right this time.
Phew.
And he's battering on your shield. You can see this kind of wild look in his eyes as well.
Yeah.
Similar to what you saw in Barrick.
My tribe's powers are mightier than yours.
Sylfina.
Oh, yeah. He's still up.
He is.
Yeah.
Although he's looking rather bloodied at this point.
Oh, and your elven legs get you there.
Luckily. Just about.
Literally, it's shadow and flame between you and me.
Which is rather weird for a druid.
Mm. Pretty
That's a
awesome,
hit. And 13 damage.
Which is a lot nicer. There we
Takes
go.
him down.
Nice.
That was official.
Mm. Excellent.
Right, let me just test this. That's more like it. Yeah, okay. It's all right. It didn't
Okay.
matter anyway. Yeah, it's all right. I was because I didn't add the extra D12 because it's level. Because I'm level 5 now. It didn't matter because you saved, so it's all right. I'm just testing.
Okay.
Okay.
Just need to make sure that I add.
Imnek's blood is up now, so he's gonna step up onto the platform and just to have a look to see if there's anything hidden or of interest up there.
No, it is just
Sorry.
a plinth with a with this carved black ice throne on it.
Hmm.
I'm going to go
Does it-
robbing in the background.
Does the throne look the black ice of the throne? Does it look like the sort of the more generic black ice, or does
No,
it look like this?
It looks like everything looks like it's made out of the same material, almost like as if this was either carved from one giant block or formed from one giant block of this crystalline stuff.
Mm-hmm. Imnek's just going to turn to the rest of the party. From what you can sort of see on the shadows shifting about him, so shall we carry on up and see who else is home?
Definitely.
And then he's going to start stalking up the stairs. I've got a minute on blur, so I don't know how much duration
How
I've
long
got
does
left.
Flame Blade last?
Like 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Yep.
Yep.
Might as well keep it going.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go.
so you head up into the next chamber.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to quickly recast False Life on myself as well. Oh, no. Ignore that.
This is the most ominous room I've seen so far.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I do not trust glowing green objects that might have
No.
inscriptions on them.
So, this chamber, okay, because it's the same diameter as the one above, but the ceiling here is about 80 foot above you.
Oh. Still too
Not
small
enough
for
call
lighting.
lightning.
It's completely wide open, and the only thing in there are these 6 statues in total, which are in around here, which are all images of Auril. You will recognise them as images of the goddess Auril.
Wonderful.
And there's a central kind of dais in the center. This thing here, it's shaped like a diamond with Auril's snowflake symbol on each of the faces, because that comes in. It's always in a diamond shape.
Mhm.
Excuse me. There is no light source in this room at all.
Ooh. Well, I have dark vision, so
Yeah. Could be
Actually-
Sid, though.
just Sid that doesn't. So
So-
this glowing thing isn't a source of light, then?
It's not enough light to see by. It glows slightly with some kind of energy, but it's not enough to illuminate the room.
Okay.
You've only been in the room a few moments when like a wind starts to pick up,
Oh shit.
and kind of hovering down from the ceiling, you see Hedron kind of come down on like a billow of wind.
Ah.
It's also then you notice peeking out from one of the statues is this kind of cloaked husk of a man.
Ah!
The
Mhm.
husk. Great.
Oh, shit.
She hovers about 40 feet in the air above you and simply says, "Why are you here?"
I think you know why we're here, my dear. Don't ask dumb questions.
Explain.
Well, you have something that belongs to me, remember? I told you I'd get it back.
And I told you you'd try.
And I will succeed. As Yoda once said, do or do not. There is no try.
I must admit I'm impressed with your determination.
Good.
You'd make a well-earned servant of Auril.
A servant. I don't serve people, my dear. Least of all, your type.
My type. And what
Your
type is
type.
that?
Pains in the arse.
I say. And does he speak for the rest of you?
Yeah, more or less.
Imnek's just going to stalk forward, sort of closer to the thing in the center, but also a little bit closer to the husk.
So,
Can I scoff down a healing potion while we're standing around?
You can if you want, yeah.
Yes, please. So that's 2d4 plus 2, isn't it? I think.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
They're not great.
It's better than nothing. Those 5 hit points could be very important. Nice. Thank you.
All this time, just Akar Kessel, the husk of a man, is just watching you.
Hello. I don't believe we've been introduced.
She looks down at him. Why are you still here?
Who, me or him?
She obviously directing it at him. Maybe we should just kill these. Then your plans will be unopposed, mistress. Indeed. You talk sense.
I have a question. How did you make this place?
That's something Akar could be able to inform you. Yes. There was some remnant of the power still in the item, the shard that Hedron took. I was able to erect another Crystal Shatirith.
I have a feeling I know what power that is, but anyway, I just mumble under my breath.
He looks straight at you and goes, "Yes, you have been realm touched, haven't you?
Yes. Yes,
I believe you know it's created, don't you? He always wants it back. He always seeks it back. We can't have it. It's mine and I will overpower him again." Which Hedron goes, just looks at him in disgust and goes, "You're to no such thing. This is Arrel's tool now."
I'll just laugh.
This is the inheritance of my tribe you're playing with. This is our ancestors.
Akar perks up at this. Your tribe? You know of other such items?
I'll just point the sword at him.
He's found another piece of the shard.
No, it found me.
Ooh.
Oh. To which Hedron just looks at him and goes, "Dispose of them, Akar, and retrieve these shard items. Arrel will reward you." And she levitates back into the room above.
Whoosh.
At this point, the wind that picked up keeps on picking up and picking up, like rotating around this point in the middle of the room, and whips into this frenzy. And as the wind sort of slowly swirls around and round and round and round, it starts to take a form, like a humanoid-ish shape.
Oh, shit.
What kid's that hamster?
So it's basically like the air has taken this like kind of humanoid shape and is whipping around. And I think you might need to roll for initiative, guys.
Oh, God. Oh, yay. Air elementals. They're fun. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, shit.
We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble.
All right, then.
Oh, dear.
Have at it, sir.
Right. Yes.
So, the air elemental attacks the nearest thing to it, so it attacks Imnek.
Mm-hmm.
And you get slammed by a buffet of wind. Go on.
Sorry, how much longer have I got on my blur? Because it was
How long did it last? It was
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah.
By the time you finish the conversation, it's probably ended.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So it slams into you.
That's a miss. It's a lot of
Bloody hell,
damage.
luckily, yeah, Jesus.
Yep. Oh, well, that armor, it's paying off, guys.
Good.
Thank God.
Imnek just sort of grits his teeth and lets the wind blast into his shield.
It slams into you twice, and then it kind of whirls over to here and kind of it envelops these two.
Get him off.
So, you must both make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
It's not one of my.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't actually roll the damage. That's a bit annoying. So I want 3d8 plus 2. So each of you takes 13 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ow.
And are flung 20 feet away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we take another 2d6 damage by the looks of that as well. Oh no, a wall.
As I say,
Yeah, it's if you strike an object. So,
Can I dodge, Steve?
what's the rules of your dodge ability?
It's a reaction.
It's no, because it's got to be an attack, whereas that was a saving
That is
throw.
not attack.
Yeah.
No, it's not an attack. Unfortunately, it is
Okay.
a. Oh, no, it's an action rather than attack. Yeah, you're right.
Fair enough.
No, unfortunately.
Okay, Imnek.
Now, seeing what this is doing to my friends, Imnek is going to use a bonus action to cast his hex upon the elemental, and then charge forward to strike it with his sword.
Okay.
Hope that this works. Is that a hit?
That is not a hit.
Ooh,
Jesus.
what I was worried about.
The fuck's even effective against air?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that a magic weapon, maybe. Okay, that's me done.
Okay,
Shit.
Sylfina.
Good question.
Ooh, that'll work. Right.
Elementals, eh?
Hit them with big sticks.
I don't really have big sticks.
You got a
think I
flaming
still-
stick.
You got a
I've
fire
still got-
stick. Yeah.
Not in range.
Use your Amazon Fire Stick.
I can't get.
Keep it going, but
Nice.
some other magic.
I'm back in a sec.
Just move there. I can cast infestation at it.
A lot of locusts caught up in it.
He'll make it look really gross, I guess.
Ah.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Oh, that should be 15.
yeah.
That should be 15 DC Constitution saving.
Okay, so what's it do? It does
8 damage if it fails it, and
it does no damage to it.
Oh,
yeah. If it fails, it moves 5 feet, 5 feet in a random direction if it can move.
No, it's immune to poison. It does
Oh.
nothing.
Well,
It says as you cast the spell, the spell just does nothing on this kind of whirling thing of air. Cockwind.
I'm going to take on the husk because I'm going to imagine that my piercing damage is going to be.
Well,
Well,
it's
win.
magical piercing, so it might. I don't know.
That's true, isn't it?
I don't know. Unless you don't.
I'm going to go for the dead guy.
Good shout.
The dead guy. Right. Normal. No advantages. Right, here we go.
Okay, so you've hit. You do 6 damage to him.
3d6 almost. Oh no, I can't. I'm off.
No, you've got nothing that gives you your backstab bonus, unfortunately.
I should have hidden first. Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to hide now.
Okay. 13.
Jesus, even I can see you.
I could definitely see it.
Nothing to hide in around here.
Which is ironic given that it's dark
okay.
blue.
Arrakis.
Right. I'm going to kick some ass. Right. I'm going to move to here. And then I am going to... Would you agree that if I cast a 30-foot...
I'm gonna scorch you.
Yeah, 5 feet wide. That would hit both
Yeah,
of them
that hit both of them. Yeah,
and not hit Derek.
yeah.
How did you know that's what he's going to do?
It's like I've got a reputation or something. But not only
Educated
that,
guess.
not only that, I am going to cast this as a quickened spell.
Ooh.
So I can use some of my meta magic points because I keep forgetting to use them.
Oh yeah, you have those, don't you?
Yes, so I can cast 2 spells in a single go.
It's
This
like
is
the whole point of being a sorcerer, but never mind.
yes. So I'm going to use. I think it's 2 meta magic points I need to use for that.
Yeah.
I think it's 2. Hang on, bear with me. Meta magic. Quicken spell. 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action. So I still have my main action after this. So, and I'm also going to cast it at level 3.
And miss spectacularly. I mean, no, it'll land, won't it?
Shush
Yeah.
you. Oh, do I want to cast it at level 3? That could be a problem. I've only got 1 spot left, and I need a fireball.
Yeah, maybe keep that in the
Yeah,
back
okay,
pocket.
Well, leave it at level 2. Why not? But for the love of God.
Okay, so your attack roll is 15. Yeah.
Yes. Actually,
How does it work?
that's a good question. Hang on a minute. I think it's just a column of fire. So. Bear with me.
It's in Xanathar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ganazar Scorcher, column of roaring flame, 30 feet long, 5 feet wide, emanates from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dex saving throw. Each creature takes 3d8 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So it's just a dex save. Ignore that roll to hit.
Dex save.
Yes. And I have managed
So,
to throw a few
Aka
Sylvesters at it. Jesus, 6 plus 1 plus 2. That's crappy.
And then the air elemental.
My spell save is 15. DC.
So Akar fails, so he takes 9 fire damage,
Which is pathetic.
and the air elemental takes 5 fire damage.
Damn.
At least it took some damage.
Yes. And then for my actual action, I will cast Firebolt at Akar.
Okay.
For God's sake.
And he, as a reaction, will cast Shield.
Your own trick's been turned against you, Andy.
Yeah.
Does that matter?
Gives him
Copycat.
plus 5 armor class, doesn't it?
Yes. I suppose, yeah. Fair enough. I wasn't sure if it worked against magic, because it basically nullifies what's it?
It's just any
Magic
attack, yeah.
style. Yeah, it is, yeah. Fairy snuffs.
Okay.
That was not as effective as I was hoping.
Akar
God damn it.
will
Beat the living shit out of me, probably.
will, yes, attempt to attack you.
Leading health-wise, Andy has a question.
Not great, if I'm honest.
So he does a normal attack roll.
13 points at the moment.
Right. Oh, crap, where's that? Oh, I'm just going to have to do that. And he gets plus,
hit.
that's a hit. That's without the plus 4 to hit he gets as well. So he's hitting now because 20. You take 1d6 plus 2 necrotic. So you take 8 necrotic damage. And then must make a DC 13 Constitution save.
Jesus, DC 13 Constitution.
Yes.
For the love of Christ.
Your maximum hit points are now reduced by 8 points.
8? Fuck me. 29.
I'm not sure how much I can do about that.
No,
Lesser
that's all right.
restoration?
I will need.
I got rid of it.
Oh
That
dear.
was foolish. Right.
I didn't know this was going to happen.
I didn't use my hellish rebuke before, did I?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
You used it downstairs.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, swap to lesser restoration up hold person because I was not expecting attribute down.
I was going to use it. Did I use it?
I'm pretty sure
What's
you
that,
did.
sorry?
Did I use my hellish rebuke?
Yes.
I did. Okay. Bugger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
did
Fair
10
enough.
damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shit. Well, I won't be doing that then.
You're using a reaction to curse him.
I
With
can't
words.
do anything. There's literally nothing I can do now, other than running away.
Okay, it's back round to the air elemental. Okay.
Alright.
Is that reduction? Sorry, one quick question. Just see if it would have mattered. The max HP reduction, what does
Yes.
that count as?
What do you mean?
Like, is it a disease or a condition? Well, I don't think it's a condition because it lists.
It's needed.
Don't know.
It doesn't say it's disease, so lesser restoration might actually have done nothing anyway.
It's reduced. It's its own thing, I think. Reduced maximum. hit.
Yeah, so lesser restoration wouldn't have mattered.
Um,
I'm gonna need to go to a temple. I think.
no, the reduction lasts until you have a long rest. So it's the equivalent of a long rest will
Okay.
fix it. If there's a spell which does that, then that's doable. Right. Okay. So this thing again. It's first of all that. Okay. It will smack Imnek round the face.
Yep.
And it misses. Okay.
Oh, what the hell did I do an arcane?
All it will do. Imnek.
Okay. I think Imnek's going to have to, as I have a nasty feeling actually that my regular hex probably isn't going to do a whole lot to it. I'm going to bring out the big guns. I'm going to use my bonus action to place my patron's hexblade curse upon the elemental.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then I'm just going to take a swing at it. No, can't hit. Fuck's sake. Back to my usual rolls.
Oof.
Problem with doing
yeah.
multi-class now, not having that extra attack.
This is not going well.
Yeah.
Sylfina.
Yeah. Would you? Yeah. Two big things I don't know what to do about.
I think I know.
Yeah. How badly off are you, Andy?
Very. I've got 5 hit points left. I'm a walking corpse at this point.
Okay, I'll cast Healing Word and use a bonus action. I assume you're doing alright, Derek, aren't you?
Yes, I'm okay. For now.
You get 3 hit points back, enjoy.
Thank you. It all helps.
No, you get your spellcasting bonus as well.
Oh, did it not include that? Sorry.
No. Just,
Okay, you get 7 back then. 7? Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, thank you. 12. That's
Then
positively fantastic.
slash.
Right.
Don't know who to suggest.
I've got another action here because healing word is a bonus.
Well, shoot the magician because he's got spells.
I've got an idea.
Stab them.
Got hold person. I assume that works on him. Maybe. He's human shaped, so that counts enough for humanoid, doesn't
It
it?
works on creature. Is it a person or a creature? It works on. Hold on.
You've already cast a spell this turn.
Healing word's a bonus action.
No, it's still a spell.
So
It's not a cantrip. It's one of those slightly obscure rules, but you can only anything that uses that counts as a spell would use a spell slot.
Yeah, is it an ability or a spell, or is a bonus spell?
It just says one bonus
One
action.
bonus action, so you have to cast a cantrip as your other spell.
Flame blade.
Oh,
Flame blade.
Flame blade. Smack him up.
I guess.
Get stuck in.
Where's it?
Okay, so who are you attacking with the flame blade?
Person I'm right next to.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Tuskai.
Yeah.
It is a
and you
humanoid.
hit him for 13.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
That's how you make damage rolls.
Arrakis has a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cockwind.
Problem is now.
Okay, I'm gonna
burn.
try and go for the dead guy. I hid last. Go. Am I hidden or not hidden?
Yes, you're hidden.
Sneak attack. Ugh,
Does that land or not?
12. No, it does not.
we are all shit tonight.
Right.
Oh my god.
I'll go
No,
back
except
into
Adam.
my box.
Fair enough. Arrakis.
Well, I was going to do another Ganazar Scorcher, but I don't really want to set Adam on fire.
I would
Do that,
appreciate not being on fire.
Absolutely will. Right. Oh god, this is going to be a pain. I can still use some sorcery points, so I can make this a bonus action, which is kind of fun. I do want to cast Thunderwave just for a laugh, but that didn't work too well last time I tried that. I'm assuming he's not wearing any metallic armor, Steve.
No, he just appears to be wrapped in tattered cloth.
Is he undead? Does he look undead?
Yes, he looks undead, yeah.
Okay. Yuck.
His skin, it's like the skin is drawn taut over his face, and there's a blue glow coming from behind his eyes.
Oh, nice. Right, in which case, I shall use 2 more sorcery points to cast Witch Bolt on him.
Okay.
Nice.
That'll do. That's more like it.
10 lightning damage, is that?
Yes.
That's very nice.
Hmm.
Okay.
That cast I haven't finished yet.
Okay.
So that was essentially a bonus action because I used my sorcery point, so I can use my main action to disengage
Okay.
and run the fuck away. Now I need to stay within 30 feet of him. So if I run to there, that means that I can still use my witch bolt on him. Because he's only got a range of 30 feet. Yeah, so I think that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
25 feet. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I'll stay there. That's me done.
Okay. Who's next? Ikar.
Basically got a cattle prod on him.
Okay, he's going to cast that.
Oh dear.
So I need to write 3 of them. So he fires 2 at Sylfina and 1 at Arrakis. So the first one is at Sylfina,
Misses.
which misses. The second one is at Sylfina, which misses. And is that right?
This is going to hit, isn't it?
And the third one is at Arrakis,
No, it misses.
which misses.
He's having an Imnek kind of day.
Genuinely surprised.
The air elemental will then.
Oh dear. This could go badly wrong.
Yeah, I made a mistake casting the hex. I shouldn't have bothered with the hex. Okay.
2 slam attacks against you,
No, fortunately.
and then moves there.
Armor was a good investment.
Yep.
So make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Bollocks, even with the proficiency.
So you're thrown over there. You take 3d8 plus 2 bludgeoning damage. So you take 16 bludgeoning damage,
Yep.
How are you doing?
and you're knocked prone.
Imnek's still looking okay
Okay.
for now.
Good.
Okay, and I'm prone.
Okay, Imnek.
Alright, well, I'll use my half action to stand up. And I'll just shake my head and charge back at the elemental.
You're not going down easy.
Yeah. Yes, I might as well use it now. I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind. As I do that and get hit points back. Get 5 hit points back. And I'm going to attempt to hit this damn thing again. I need to take a concentration save as well. I really shouldn't have bothered with Hex. Because I don't think it's going to work. And take a swing. No, it's not going to hit, is it?
Nope.
God damn it. This thing's hard to hit.
No, I'm just not rolling very well at all.
Yeah, you're not the only one, mate.
Yeah.
We're all struggling tonight.
Well, you guys are hitting. I'm just not doing any damage. I haven't hit anything there.
Fireball's the only thing that's really done any damage tonight.
I've managed to hit things.
Yeah.
That's true, you have. That seems to be alright.
Sylfina.
Beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, I think I'll just whack him again.
Yeah, I was worried
I
that this
can
was going to
cast
happen.
hold person, but I think I have to be not doing anything else. And there's
And you'll lose your flame blade.
yeah,
Yeah. Just hit him.
that and there's no one around. Wow.
I was
Yeah.
worried that it's going to happen for me at this level. I'm like missing that extra attack.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a
maybe
critical
so.
miss, so that's a complete miss.
Yeah.
Cockwind.
Okay. I'm still gonna go for dead dude.
That's more
Something
like it.
Have
Yes.
some of that.
And you will get your sneak attack bonus because he's in combat with Sylfina.
Oh, that's more like it.
Nice.
24.
Better.
24, which means that takes him out.
Yes!
Get in.
Rely on
Good lad.
Cockwind. I think,
Right,
seriously, I think El
Let's go back
Cockwind.
into the shadows.
I think El Cockwind's by far the most effective member of this group, followed by the Druid.
MVP.
The two
Yep.
offensive people are just
Yeah,
right.
it's terrible. I can't hit anything, and you can't hurt anything you hit.
It's true. Oh, God almighty.
Arrakis.
Right, screw it. I'm going to scorch the swine. So it's just straight out, so it won't hit Derek. So it's a bit better. Yeah, it's a deck save. So,
It's a deck save,
yeah. That'll do.
which it
Nice.
hasn't made. Wow.
Sweet.
Okay, so it takes 17 fire damage.
It does indeed.
Okay.
Ha! Oh, I'm going to run away as well. Just in case it decides to try and chase me.
I wouldn't worry about that.
He doesn't trust you.
Good. I'll stay within 30 feet of it because that's how far the Scorcher goes. But yes. Okay. Done.
Actually, no, it'll do its 2 attacks against Derek.
Splat.
That's 2 hits. Yeah.
26 and 20.
Now I'm not looking so good.
That's 34 bludgeoning damage.
Good thing I second winded because that would
Fucking
literally
hell.
that would have taken me out. And I really shouldn't have cast that hex. Because it's a complete waste of time. And
It's-
I've lost my shield swap.
Moving on to there.
Go away.
But it can't do the attack this round
Oh, that's good.
because it hasn't recharged.
Christ for that.
Derek, you can get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yes, please.
See if we can hit him. Yes!
I hope so. Looking for a 19 though. Is that a hit?
That is a hit, yes.
Hurrah! Finally.
Can it take necrotic damage?
Yes.
But it attacked me before it moved, didn't it? So I lost concentration. Damn. However, it will take, and of course I get a low damage roll. It will, however, take my proficiency bonus in additional damage. So +3 to the 8.
What's that for?
That's from my Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
I gain bonus damage equal to my proficiency bonus.
Okay.
It's 11 then.
Okay. Imnek.
Then that's just gonna
He
pick himself
likes
probably up
it.
off the floor or sort of off his knees where he's being staggered down, and he's angry still. He's just gonna charge it and
Oh,
do what
bloody
he
hell,
can.
Okay.
yeah, he's not backing down.
Nice. Well, that might work.
That's a hit.
Phew.
Excellent.
So that'll be another 11 damage. See, I've now rolled 3 1s for damage in a roll as well. So I'm just having a good night. That'll be 11 damage.
Okay. Sylfina.
Whack it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, pop it.
Somehow I don't think I can use hold person on it. Might be a tad big.
It's not a humanoid either, so.
I mean, yes.
That's also a hit.
Nice!
Now, boys.
Now we're wailing on it.
Smacks in here.
Yeah.
Arrakis might actually survive this.
yeah.
Let's not hold that
Thanks,
breath, though.
Cockwind.
Might.
Okay,
Shoot it!
so peeking at the shadows, he fires a bolt.
Just don't hit me.
And-
That's what we like.
I'll
Ignore the
do.
second one.
Ignore the second one. Okay, and you do get your sneak attack because it's in combat.
66 because it's a crit.
Oh, bloody hellfire.
Do you double your crit as well?
Yeah, it's every dice you roll, you double.
It does,
Did
yeah.
Fixed values don't double though.
6d6, yeah?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's critical sneak attacks are awesome. That's why assassins can be pretty.
Yes.
There you
Come
go.
on, let's put this thing down.
Yes, please.
That'll do. 26 damage. No, 28 damage. Bloody hell.
28 damage. So
No,
it's
it's
still going, but
18,
Hang on.
28, 35 damage.
35 damage.
Eh?
It's the first. It's the first.
it's 18.
It's 18 plus 17, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
sorry. Oh, I see.
No.
Right. Sorry. Yes.
So Cockwind takes Squawk, the dwarven crafty crossbow, carefully lines up this shot. He's not quite sure what to aim for, but he thinks of going and thinks, if this thing had a heart, its heart would be here. You swear you can hear dwarfs like chanting actually in the background as you carefully line this shot and squeeze the trigger. And this thing just kind of like into nothingness.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like enveloped by this
That's
wind.
Yeah.
quite tasty. We like squawk. Oh,
As you sort of see
Shot.
as you see the wind and whatever essence there was dissipating, you see some of it drawn into Imnek as he pulls some of its essence in with his Hexblade's curse, and I gain hit points equal to my Warlock level plus charisma.
Ooh.
So that'll be 8 hit points that I desperately need.
Nice. Bloody hell. Well, that was a bit squeaky bum, wasn't it, boys?
That
Really?
certainly hit hard when it hits. As he casts Fiendish Life desperately on himself again.
I tell you what, I'm not feeling great after being touched by that, whatever the hell it was. Ugh. Cough up a bit of blood.
Yes.
Steve, I'm going to pop myself out my shadows and I'm going to go and check Akar Castle before I get.
Okay,
While these guys are cleaning all the blood off themselves.
I'm fine.
Oh, you got away with it.
You're always fine. It's not fair.
Someone heal me.
I went down in that fucking
Yeah.
cave after
Yes.
Arrakis decided to just barge in.
It was a great idea.
It's true, yeah.
It didn't work!
It had great potential, though.
Potential doesn't mean anything if it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Before the halfling gets to Akar Kessel, Imnek's just going to go over and he's going to chop the thing's head off with his sword.
Nice.
Just in case.
No messing.
No.
okay.
I'll nod to Imnek as a thanks.
Yeah. Not taking any chances if I can.
Have we got anything useful on him that we can use against this ice witch?
So he's got this kind of very crude staff, and he's wrapped in. It could have been a wizard's robe at some point, but it looks like it's absolutely ancient and has been, completely tattered and worn. But other than that, there's not much in
that. Nothing there.
I always forget to do this.
Oh.
Okay, you find nothing really of value on him.
All right.
Okay. Well, hardly surprising.
So
You did find a couple of rings on his fingers.
Rings?
they're coming off.
Sorry?
Can I pull them off and do the old jewelers squint?
Yeah, you find 4 rings, each worth probably around about 25 gold pieces each.
Nice.
But there's nothing that we can use in our fight against.
Doesn't look like it, no. He's...
Oh shit, I forgot I got this stick. Bloody hell. I could use that, couldn't I?
Have you attuned to it now, have you?
I have, yes.
We've had another long rest between, so. Yes. Speaking of rests, do we think it's worth trying to have a short rest?
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah.
Jesus. I need some hit points. If we can.
Yes.
Mm.
We should probably at least attempt to.
Have a sleep.
We can always sort of head down to the
Just
room
before
underneath us.
just before we do that, can we work out where the queen is? Or Hedron is, sorry.
She's the roof of the building is about 80. This room is about 80 foot above you, but there's a hole in the ceiling where you saw her kind of go into.
Okay. So there's
Yeah.
no stairs up there or anything.
There's no stairs, but
Can we stand on this thing in the middle? There might be a platform.
yeah, you feel that if you were to stand, there's like an air blowing up from this
Oh,
thing.
okay, gotcha. All right.
Let's not go up there just yet.
No, so if we're gonna rest, let's do that. But I think we should. Do we post a watch or anything?
Should we retreat to the room below us as well when we do it? Just so we've got a way out if we need to.
It's a good idea. Just in case we go. I mean, the thing is, we're not actually going to be sleeping as a short rest.
No,
we will be
but
awake.
It just gives us a little more options.
I
just
agree.
in case.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so let's go downstairs. I'm going to sit on the throne, make myself comfortable.
I knew you would.
Have you got your legs sort of spilling over the side like a child?
Totally, yeah. Just casually smoking. You know?
And Matt's gonna sit on the steps and he's gonna attempt to commune with his patron. Let him know what he found out and has seen.
Something that Arrakis desperately needs is a smoking jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
this is where we can spin a hit dice, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You can spend as many. I think you spend as many you want, can't you?
You can, yeah. As many as you like, but obviously only half of them come back when you get a long rest. So, I shall 1, 2... Oh, bloody hell. 13 points, that'll do. Nice one.
Some of you get spells back, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I don't.
I can spend a resource too, but I've only used this 1 second level slot, so not worth it at the moment.
I have 4 slots left, so I'm not looking too bad.
I've got 4 level 1s, 2 level 2s, and 2 level 3s.
You got loads!
Flame Blade lasts 10 minutes and does 3d6 damage on a hit at the moment.
It's a bloody good spell, that.
It is.
Magic Fire Stick. Well, I have 2 at 1, 1 at 2, and 1 at 3. If I'm going to cast the 1 at level 3, I suggest you lot stand back.
I have 2 at 2.
So I'm okay for now. I can take on a witch.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot better, and also I have to recast the.
Although I could really do with my hit points back.
You're right.
Never mind.
So I'm basically
Right.
at full hit points.
go
So
and kick-
I'm ready to go.
Let's go and show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown.
Mhm.
Okay. So I take it you're all standing on the little thing and letting the air levitate you upwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Come on. There we go.
Sylfina's sideways.
Okay.
Why do I feel like we've just sound our own death warrants?
You've just entered the room, which is completely sparsely furnished. Basically, there's just a slab of black ice that obviously looks like it's for a bed, and then another slab of black ice, which is like a desk, and then so you got like a bed just here, a desk just here, and then here is like some kind of shrine with 2 statues of Arl to either side.
Right.
There's a dim light in this room, like a faint kind of blue glow, which fills the room. As you enter, Hedron just turns around and goes, "I see Akar failed me again."
Yes, he's not very good. You should get proper help.
I have all the help I need. I have Arl's blessing.
We shall see.
And with that, there's like a crack of ice cracking.
Oh, shit.
And the 2 statues behind her start to move.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
I think you best roll for initiative again, gents.
I don't know where this is going.
Has Hedron not worked? Neither of mine have worked. Bloody hell.
That's an initiative of 0. Never mind.
Yeah.
Why has that not worked?
They count as paralysed.
Okay, why is that not working?
Instant loss. They're dead. Never mind. We win. Hurrah!
Yeah. Glitch in the matrix,
away.
they're gone.
Run away, run away.
Anticlimactic, but hey.
We win on a technicality. Oh dear.
Yes. Oh dear, indeed.
Oh dear.
And then... Oh, hang on. No, that wasn't Hedron.
No, that's the statues.
Um,
Can you start rolling lower initiative, please, or something?
I'd like to try, but...
Oh, that's a statue.
That's the statues. So Hedron gets... How's that? That's lower.
To be
See,
fair,
wherever
that
you
is
don't.
lower. We're in a lot of trouble.
Mhm.
Yep.
Good thing I got
Right,
rest.
Cockwind, hide under the bed or something.
And now I think you might have competition from you.
So these things move forward, and with like an icicle-like sword, it takes a swing at Cockwind and a swing at what's it called? And a swing at Sylfina. So it hits Cockwind first. Armor class 21. Take 5 slashing damage.
Yeah, that hits.
That's not so bad.
That's
And
not too bad.
Sylfina, armor class 11.
Misses.
Nice. You've survived.
Then
Now we get the witch.
you get the witch. What's she
Yep.
gonna do? What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
She's going to forgive us and go away and think and think about what she's done and correct her ways.
Right.
No. She's going to do what you wanted. What's his face to do and offer her resignation and suicide.
Exactly. Yes. Immediate resignation and suicide. Go away and think about what you've done, love. Oh shit.
Right. So she summons a. Oh no! Cancel that.
Oh dear.
He summons a rock hard ball of ice, appears out of nowhere, and hits everything in a 20-foot radius. So that's basically U4 and nothing else. Every creature within the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw at DC 16. A creature takes 2d6 bludgeoning, which is 6, and 4d6
Dex
cold
save.
on a failed save. Yes. Dex save.
Boom! The tiefling's all over it today. Shoom, shoom.
Oh shit. Oh, hang on. Natural 1. I can re-roll that boy. Think, can I?
Yeah,
You
can.
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 Please get 9. That'll
Oh,
do.
there we go. Thank God for that.
Ouch.
So that area there is now difficult terrain.
Bugger.
Shit.
What? Oh, if I can move the damn thing. Why is it not letting me move it?
Yeah, it's been a bit twitchy as all.
Yeah.
Like it's taking longer than normal to do stuff.
Tell you what, start again. Might be easier.
How much damage did we take? 6. 3
6 and 11. Or 3 and 6.
Smack
3 and 6. Okay. So 9 points of damage. Bugger.
Christ.
No, I can't seem to be able to do that. That's really annoying. Roll20 has decided that it doesn't want to play ball.
So if you fail the deck save, is it 17 in total?
Yes.
Okay.
Oof.
There we go.
Right. 2 can play
But
this.
How much is it to pass when you pass?
It's difficult terrain, so that is...
9 points.
Damage wise?
9.
Sorry? 9
9.
damage.
Difficult terrain, so that's half movement, isn't it, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's an extra 5 feet per square. Yeah. Because
So half movement. Well, yeah.
In essence, yes, but if you do
Yes.
something else, obviously, it's additive, yeah. Sure.
Yes. Okay. It's Arrakis' turn.
Right then. I'm going to kick some ass. Right, so 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. That's got to be done because I'm going to die in the next round. I might as well get it off now. So, yeah, I'll cast it on the altar. So that should kick. Oh no, will that kill everybody?
Behind it, just
Can be on the altar. Yeah,
The wall.
get it,
Yep.
that'll kill everybody. So I'll cast it behind the altar. Excellent. There we go. This better fucking work.
I hope so.
That'll do.
Sweet.
Oh, shit.
Have it! Oh, for
So
fuck's
Hedron gets a critical save. So she takes 17.
17. Yeah.
Jesus, it's
Still not to be scoffed at.
That's still not to be scoffed at all. That.
Have some of that, love. Yeah, take your ice and shove it up your ass.
And
Ooh.
first one saves.
Second one doesn't.
Hang on.
So I've used all my proficiency points. That's a shame.
Second one doesn't. So the first one takes 17. And the other one takes 33.
Blammo.
Which one took more damage?
The one on the right. Damage,
this
18.
Okay.
That many.
Wow.
Okay.
They're still standing. Jesus. Okay. Well, done my best. Right. See you later.
Imnek.
Okay. Imnek is going to just lock eyes with the witch, step over Cockwind,
By the way,
step up to the witch.
The Black Ice statue will get an attack of opportunity.
No, I
against
haven't.
you.
I'm still engaged with it. I'm still within 5 feet of it. I've got to move out of.
Oh, it's out of 5 feet, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right, it's true.
Um,
It's a weird rule, but yeah.
oh, because I'm still, I'm like shuffling sideways, maybe. I don't know. And then I'm going to use my
Mess
bonus action to. I'll cast like the regular hex on Hedron. She might actually take necrotic damage, I hope. And I'll just take a swing at her.
Please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit.
I hope so.
That'll do.
Well, hit.
A low damage roll. If she takes necrotic, 1 additional.
Okay.
Wallop.
Mm.
Right, what's next?
Yeah.
Again, there's our Scorcher. That does look fun. Although I do like Witch Bolt. That seems to have done me quite well. Zzz.
Okay. What are you doing, Cockwind?
I'm currently engaged with this guy here, haven't I?
Yep.
And he's the one that's taken a serious kicking.
Yeah, but I need to disengage. Do anything useful because it's too close for my ranged attack.
Do you get that as a bonus action though?
I can disengage as bonus.
Yeah, it's a rogue thing.
Because rogues are awesome.
So
Disengage, run away, and shoot him. Do you get a sneak attack bonus because you're within 5 feet of Derek?
who against this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, I will do.
cool. That's
Well, I'm staying engaged with as many people as I can.
Makes sense.
So
Take him down.
to move off this terrain will cost me 2 movements, won't it? 2
10
10
foot.
feet. Yeah.
Mm.
So I think I can move to there, which is what I'm going to do. So,
For any consolation, I rolled really badly on that Hedron spell. I rolled really badly.
I
It is a
know.
little bit, yeah.
I've seen the I've seen the rules to Ice Storm. It's not nice. Fucking hell.
how is this big fella looking, Steve? Is he looking a bit
He's not. It's not looking. It's not looking damaged.
not looking damaged?
It's not. Well, I'm going along the old 4th edition view of it's alive, bloodied, or dead, and it's not looking
Yeah.
bloodied.
Right, okay, so I'm going to ignore him for a bit. I'm going to go for the AC.
Hey, you're not going to go for the witch?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Sure. That's just, she's more dangerous, I'd say.
I reckon so. So, okay. Where the fuck is it? It's a normal roll this time. We'll have some of that.
You get your sneak attack because she's engaged with Derek.
Ooh, what's that
19
do?
points.
19 points of damage. That's nice.
Right in the kidneys.
think I'm out of actions, haven't I? Yes, I am, because
Yeah.
I used it.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, Sylfina.
I think I'm going to cast Flame Blade and then hit this Burke in front of me.
Okay.
Burke.
Ooh, that's not a great hit.
That is a hit.
Bloody hell.
Nice.
He
On
takes
sword
13
blade.
fire.
13 fire damage. Okie doke.
I can imagine like Burke is this terrible swear word in Elvish as well, so it's, he's pretty serious about this.
I take it no one was a fan of Planescape. The old did anyone play
never played
Planescape
it.
Torment?
I didn't
I've
play
got
it.
it.
No.
Burke was one of the insults in that. Because it had its own slang. Like your head was your bone box, or you rattle your bone box, which meant you talked too much. It's the Black Ice Statues time. So,
Yay.
Leave me alone.
this one here will fire a blast of ice at Arrakis.
Oh, of course he will.
That should have been normal, but it's 22, so that hits armor class 22. You are now restrained.
Oh my God's sake.
That just means I can't move.
Restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity save. I had conditions open because I was rechecking what Paralyze did for hold
How long does
first.
that last then?
They can make a DC 10 strength check, or by dealing 5 damage to the ice.
Ooh, okay.
Luckily, it said
And it's going to do. No, when you have to do that as an action,
Oh, I see.
using its action to make a save, and the other one is going to do a similar thing to Cockwind.
Bollocks.
Hits armor class 18. You're also restrained.
No, hang on a sec.
Fortunately, I can still cast spells, so that's okay.
Can I do anything with that? No. Fine, so it doesn't give me any damage, does it, that one?
No, it just means you. It says the back of the player's handbook. It means you can't move, and you've got a disadvantage to your attack rolls.
Yeah.
The plan's
That's one way
still
to
gonna work.
One way to free
Plan.
yourself.
The plan's still going to work. It's all right. Derek, I suggest you shift.
What's Hedron going to do?
She's going to cry, going to give in, realise that her plight is sealed, and she might as well just give up now.
By the way, Steve, for the hex's secondary effect, I'm going to give her disadvantage on charisma checks
Okay.
because I can't think of anything else to do it with.
This is really annoying having NPCs that cast spells.
Yep.
We should just get rid of all spellcasting NPCs, to be honest.
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Just
Yeah.
Popped out of existence.
Where the hell have I got that from? I've got a spell on a list that I can't find. Talk about yourselves for a moment.
Yeah, so magic on NPCs, it's terrible. I think they should stop it.
Agreed.
Not
Point is
controversial at all.
only final destination.
She's going to attack Cockwind because he's got the most hit points. Or Adam.
I don't have that many, mate. I've only got 6 left.
Adam.
Cockwind has done the most damage to her as well.
I have smacked her a bit hard, I'll admit that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Where the hell have I got that spell from? Right, I'm going to press this button. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, this. It doesn't actually do any damage, which is quite good. It just makes everything difficult. We slip over. We need a dex save, basically.
Yes.
That's hard for us, though, mate. We're restrained.
It's in the player's handbook, page 276.
Why was it? Oh, I see. Of course. Right, so the previous spell had gone, so the that thing had now gone. It's called Slick Ass, make it difficult to creature enters the time start its turn, then it must be dead save throughout the fail, so it falls prone. So she casts that around herself.
Ooh.
So everything within 20 feet of herself, which will be about
Not me.
there. Oh, that was useful. About there is now difficult terrain, and anyone in there must make a dex save or fall prone.
It's going to fall on his ass.
Oh yeah, I've got a disadvantage as well, haven't
The
I?
worst bit is because you're restrained, you can't move, which means you're going to fall over and you
Oh,
can't get up again.
I'm
You have to
indeed
shoot from the floor.
on my arse.
I'd like to make a DC at some point.
Right, Arrakis.
Right.
I need to make a concentration save, apparently, which I do.
Ooh.
Because of
Right.
the spell.
Derek,
Yeah.
do we think I should do a Ganazar Scorcher, which
I
would
think you can-
probably get you?
I think you can do it without hitting me and get them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What? There?
They're like there.
Or there?
Because it's 5 foot wide, so 2.5 feet either side of
Okay.
that line.
If Steve's okay with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, yeah.
Okay, right, I'll do that then. Right, a Ganazar Scorcher it is. Let's see.
Don't
what
forget you got
happens.
disadvantage on this.
No, I don't.
Why
Because it
not?
doesn't roll. I don't roll to hit.
Yeah. Oh, it did not. No, it's not hit roll. You're right.
Alright, fair enough.
And
That's
it's going to do
fine.
5 damage to the thing in front of him, isn't it? That's restraining him. Oh, go on.
No.
Oh.
I'll do.
Right.
16 fire damage, DC 15 dex saves.
So it takes 16 damage. And Hedron has to make a dex save.
Oh, for God's sake!
Does
She's
he-
all over this.
Does she take half damage or no damage?
She takes
Half.
half damage.
Takes half damage. And burns into a crisp.
Yes!
Oh.
Have it! Die!
The
you.
the two statues kind of just wail and like cry out in anguish, and then explode. Each creature within 5 feet takes 3d6 piercing damage,
Okay.
of half as much on a DC 13 dex save.
So I take half.
So that's 10 damage, so 5 damage.
Oh, damage here.
Okay.
Imnek
Nice.
is gonna watch her as she sort of catches fire and burns in front of him. And he's at the moment she sort of falls down, he's gonna lean forward and he's gonna grab for the black ice amulet she has.
Okay. You grab this thing off her. It's at that point you hear a loud crack in the structure itself.
Hmm.
And the whole thing, you can feel the whole thing start to crack and fall.
Time
Run.
to leave,
Let's
maybe.
get out of here.
It's time to run.
Bail.
Yeah.
Bail. Drop down this hole.
Are we still
Uh,
restrained?
No,
shit,
you are still restrained because I still hold you.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Oh, shit.
Do you want to maybe like take an attack to try and destroy it, break it,
Yeah, is
It was a strength saving throw or an attack.
deal
I'm
5
gonna-
damage?
take an attack?
I'll take
Yep, that'll do.
an attack. Oh, I'll attack with this staff, which I got a +7 on. That'll do. Yep.
That'll do. You're both free.
Right.
Hurrah!
Now we can choose
Now-
it.
Now you can choose
Let's
it.
choose
Yeah.
it.
Get out of here.
So you cheese it down the shaft, and the pillar of air kind of lowers you down, and then you cheese it out, and all the way through, you can start to hear the crumble as the building starts to collapse around you. And you cheese it out the front entrance, and absolutely scarper as this whole thing just collapses into a pile of dust.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it there for this week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Arrakis is looking particularly smug right now.
Is that any
You had
different
to
than
give-
usual?
Oh
You
yeah.
had to give him the killing blow.
Particularly smug.
Did she actually look like it was a person burning to death and not a pile of?
Yes. It was. Yes, it looked like a person.
Good. So that's good. Actually, I've done some serious fucking damage there.
Yeah.
Right then.
Thank you, Steve.
No
Standing,
worries.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was Ace. Quest complete.
Maybe. We don't know.
Partially.
Um,
I'm still in my rock back.
I think you guys have earned level 6.
Yes.
Awesome.
I think that's only fair.
I'd
So-
say so. Killing a witch is no mean feat.
Well, you sunk the howling fiend, and you have killed the witch, and you've scared off.
No thanks necessary.
We weren't going to thank you anyway.
And you chased off Baelish Gant, and you killed most of his crew.
We've kicked a lot of ass in not many days.
Yeah. Job well done, I hope.
So, right then,
Right.
tatty bye, everyone. I have to bail.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Steve,
need
thank you very
to
much.
disappear.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers.